Trains are horrendous. Listen, we got a train to Sydney because I didn't want to drive my car down. The train itself is horrific. There was a dude clipping his nails on
We could hear
the
it.
train. And you know what? They sounded like thick clips. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they were toenail clippings on a train. And if you're doing that, you should be deported. I don't care where you're from. If you're from Australia, deport that man. G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show. My name's Isaac Butterfield. This is Claire.
Hello.
It's great to be here, but I've got some very angry news from women everywhere. Women everywhere. It seems that men are pigs.
We've had enough.
Can you confirm this?
After watching Married at First Sight, I can safely say that. So just to backtrack, you know,
Okay.
on Seinfeld, if you know,
Yes.
you know, how there's an episode where Elaine and Jerry are like 90% of the population's undateable. That's a fucking fact right there, because I reckon 80% of men are assholes.
Not, I reckon more than 80% of men have assholes.
I mean-
Sorry. Yeah, no, they would be. And I think a high majority of women are also assholes. I think there's a lot there. But what we're seeing on Married at First Sight, if you don't know what that is, it's a dating show widely popular in Australia and the
And
UK.
the UK loves
They
it.
love it. And I
Love
think
it.
it's getting big in America as well. Anyway, basically, you get matched up by these dating experts
With
who
a
are...
sociopath with commitment issues who
That's who you
punches
get matched
walls.
with. That's who you get matched with. You get matched with someone who just screams domestic violence. Not that any of the people in today's episode are screaming domestic violence. That's a generalization about previous people in somewhere else. Not these people.
I don't know.
No, not these people we're talking
No.
about.
Although,
No.
who knows?
Well, anyone's capable of it.
Anyone. That's right.
I reckon you're capable of it.
Absolutely.
I
No.
sometimes hide in the corner
Oh.
of the house when I don't
When
cook.
the chicken burgers aren't ready
When
on
I
time.
don't cook you your chicken burgers on time, I fear for my life and my safety.
We used to talk about chicken burgers
you
a lot on the
devil
body.
woman.
How dare
You
you?
deviled woman with your deviled eggs.
Yuck.
You deviled eggs. You're 30 this year. Does everyone know? What about Claire didn't believe me that she's 30 this year?
What happened to talking about maths,
Sorry.
you big goose?
No, we're talking about men being dicks, and
Yeah.
I just proved that.
Well,
So basically, on Married at First Sight right now, there is several men on the show.
they haven't introduced everybody yet, but we're like, 6 couples deep now?
Something like
And that's
that.
enough, really. They're all...
And I think by the time that this goes up, people will know more.
Absolutely.
But
Sorry for
basically-
itching. A mosquito got me on my run, and I'm not happy.
I thought it got you when
No, one got me inside
You
too.
You are an attractive young woman. Well, not young,
Aussies
but
like me.
the Mozzies love you. Absolutely. Well done to the Mozzies. Now, I like to go into these shows with the hope, with the prayer that you're going to see some real horrific human beings. And this year, it seems it has delivered. This year on the male side, all the ladies seem pretty...
I thought you were going to say with the hope that they find true love, and I was like,
No,
"Gay."
fuck that. We want to just see we want to see
Shambles.
mental illness build. That's what we're here to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see a dependence on any substance, probably building after the show. That's what I want to see. I want to see alcoholism build.
I reckon they all vape. I remember last
yeah, they vape.
season they showed like on the Wash online. That's how nerdy I am. They showed the people going in the maths cast going into the dinner parties, and all the blokes had big dirty vapes with them in their little chinos with the no socks. What's going on there?
Oh, the shoes and the no socks. It makes me sick.
A lot of the men
And
so
hopefully
far.
Connor's going to throw up some photos
Yes.
here that we're talking
Producer
about.
Connor, editor Connor will put up some fine photography, I'm sure.
Yeah, and also, Connor, if you could throw some clips of the show in, that would be good as we speak.
Yeah, the women have been fine so far, though.
They have, which
There's-
usually
it's
they're
yes.
the most painful,
Well, yeah, normally-
annoying.
Listen, mate. I'd be quiet if I were
Oh.
you, because your species on this program so far has been deplorable.
So there's 3 bad ones from memory.
I think they're all pretty bad.
one
Except
is-
Dave. Shout out to Dave.
Oh, big
But
Dave.
Dave keeps going about how tall he is. He's
There's
only
this-
6'6".
There's this guy, Dave, 6'6". He said he's 118 kilos, and he keeps saying all these girls like stare at him because he's so
He's
tall.
got a neck tat. That's
Mate,
why,
I'm bigger than you. Shut the fuck up, all right? If you're going to get a neck tat, you're going to get stared at. You shouldn't have got a neck tat, dickhead.
No. The women like the neck tats.
But I think the neck tat actually looks good on him.
He looks good, but shut up about people looking at him.
Fuck off, Dave. You'd be added to the list of dickheads.
Dave's the saviour at the moment because the rest of them are foul. And the women seem fine so far. There hasn't really been a banshee on there yet.
So there's one guy that is he's got like a beard and he's just a weird looking small dude.
The twin?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't speak English. Like he's born in Australia.
He looks like the biggest
He just can't speak the language for some reason.
Wanker.
I'm not saying he's from a different country.
He is from a different country.
No, he's not.
He'd fucking want to be.
Well, you can't. He's completely 100% Australian. His parents are Australian. You just cannot understand what he's saying. He's a mumbler.
He's not Australian.
He is.
He's not.
He fucking well is.
He's ethnic.
Can't use that word.
He said he was ethnic.
Did he?
Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm ethnic. 2%.
2% Middle Eastern.
He was ethnic, and I'm going to fucking say it because he was. Fuck off. He is ethnic. I'm not saying it's bad.
Well, Dickie.
Sorry, I'm getting my period. Savage.
You have had a week.
Maths
I've had the week from hell.
Maths has rolled me up. I'm feeling
You were going
sick.
to punch on last night. I'm scared.
I was.
I'm scared to be in a house with you.
I usually side with the bros because us women are crazy, but after watching Maths, I'm just going, you know what?
So there's
Maybe I should be like Abby Chatfield and hate them all.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
There's
kidding.
the boring one that just seems like a fuckwit.
Oh, the long-haired dude.
No, the beard one we were just talking about that you alleged to be ethnic.
He is fucking ethnic.
There's nothing wrong with being ethnic.
No, but he is.
Okay. What does ethnic mean?
Let's not go there.
And then there is the...
Fabio. The wannabe Fabio.
The wannabe hot dude. Okay, so he was one of the first couples.
All the blokes need nose jobs.
And he was talking about how his wife that he got paired with was this, like, she was fine looking, 37-year-old.
She looked very nice.
Very good for 37.
Very good looking lady.
She's probably got a droopy vag,
Keeping
but
it.
that's okay. Now, allegedly, I don't fucking know.
Keeping it tight, I'm
I
telling you.
don't know if she is.
She's got no kids.
Sleeve of
Her
wizard.
hair looked like it's been straightened each day. I think she's killing
She looked great. And old mate was like, nah, I'm 35. I want a 25-year-old.
What a sick prick.
That's a bit weird
That's
to say.
foul. And he said, I want heaps of kids because she said she wanted one. And then he made fun of her for having a nice handbag that she bought herself.
And good on her.
He had a North Face or something bag that's like $800.
What was it? It's the one that starts with K. Kathmandu.
That's it.
He had one of
I bet
those.
he's never camped in his fucking life either.
Whoa.
Ooh, it made me mad.
It made your blood
It did.
boil.
I was chatting with my good friend Maddie and we were friggin' firing up about these guys.
It made your blood boil.
You know what? On Maths, it just reminds you of that one prick you dated in high school or afterwards and you just go...
Mate, the amount of blokes
they're
I
still
dated.
out there.
Yeah.
Just, you know...
So what I was gonna say was the first two guys are painful, annoying.
Putrid.
But the one that has got everyone talking is the fat guy. Now,
I can't.
I don't want to throw shade on fat guys, and
He could have
apparently
been great.
this guy has deleted all his social media. He doesn't want to lose his job as a kindergarten teacher or something, whatever he's
He's a
fucking doing.
PE teacher.
Primary school teacher in
Let that
primary
sink
schools.
in.
Now he's a bigger dude, fatter dude,
Well, there's
and
nothing
he
wrong
got.
with that.
I'm a fat dude.
No,
I was a fat dude, and he turned up at the altar, and he got a lady that turned up. I will say this.
Australia's behind this woman.
Yeah, let me just be honest. She wasn't a great sort.
Oh, someone's ringing me. God, I hate when my phone rings.
Don't worry
Someone
about it.
in Maitland. Fuck off.
I think it was the vet.
Oh, what does that mean?
They're coming for you.
I hate it.
They're gonna clip your wings.
Anyway.
Claire, okay. A lot of people think I'm an extremely controlling husband because Claire never answers her phone. It's always me.
Our friends know what I'm like.
That
It's
is
all right.
why. Because she goes, oh my God, someone's calling. Somebody do something quick. I'm not calling them. You
I'm
call
not
them.
well. I've got issues. Who is it? It's Amy from Early Settler.
Oh.
Oh, it's about our bedhead. Ooh, we'll get back to that.
to Amy. Amy, shout out.
Amy, I'll get back to you, bitch.
You mean I'll call her?
Yeah, you'll have to call her.
Fucking Amy. Now,
Go on.
let's watch a part of their wedding.
Yes.
Let's really get into it. And we're going to talk about other things as well in this show, but we just have to get past
mainly
this.
Maths now. If you don't like it, switch off.
Suck us off.
Because this is what's happening at the moment.
It is.
It is. I love the flowers at their wedding, by the way. Absolutely beautiful.
Claire, we're
God,
here
I'm
for the
itchy.
fat shaming, not the flowers.
Oh, and her dress looked lovely.
Can you see?
too. Yes, I can see.
Okay, so they kissed on the lips.
I'm surprised he kissed her because he's such
Beautiful.
an asshole.
How are you feeling? I'm feeling.
Okay, now when I said she wasn't a great sort, she's not a great sort, but she
Isaac.
seems very, very nice.
Cool.
She does.
Positive.
Well, she's not everyone's cup of tea. How old is she? 35?
37.
Oh, okay. 2 extra years.
Now, she's not. Listen, I like the fact that they cast someone like this because everyone that
a
goes
real
on
woman.
There, no, I don't.
A
mean,
real fat woman.
no, but I will say they usually just put on chicks with the big fake tits and fake lips.
Instagram influencers.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
nice they put on a regular looking chick. Yes, she's heavy set.
Heavy. I think a heavy set is more offensive.
Well,
than
most of
saying
it's in
fat.
her boobs anyway.
She's got
so
giant norks.
she's got great boobs. She's got a really pretty
that's,
face.
That's what's causing the polar ice caps to fucking sink.
she's
These big norkers.
she's a pretty-
These big milkers.
Okay.
The jugs.
Oh my god. My point is, she's not.
Boobs.
She's not heinous. Is my point.
She's not heinous. No,
No.
no. She's pretty.
and then show
Pretty
dipshit.
fat. No, she's not fat. She's not fat.
She'd be fun to eat out with. I don't mean eat out. That sounded really gross. I'm so sorry. But she,
No, okay. So
I'm sure she's a foodie.
I'd date her. I might.
No, you wouldn't.
I might.
I have something on my nose and it's really bothering me. Sorry. I'm not picking it.
Probably some of her boob that's just
I think it's a
fallen
little
in.
foot hair.
A pube.
A little pube.
Now,
So what? Okay, you're on maths. You see her at the end.
I come.
What do you say?
I say, hey, Katie, nice to meet you. And we get to know each other, okay?
And you'd leave?
Even if she wasn't my type.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You'd not amuse it. You'd
Any hole's a goal, Claire.
entertain. Yes.
You get to know the person. That's the whole
You
point.
entertain.
But
her for
you
a
know who doesn't do that?
Here we go.
Tim.
Big nuts.
What do you think about your bride?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how.
He didn't have the initial spark.
I hate him.
But-
Sorry.
It went on. It became worse and worse. He
I have
kept-
no issue with a man saying, look, I'm not, it's a preference, right? Some people don't like fat people. Some people don't like really skinny people.
You started dating me when I was
Whatever.
134 kilos.
Yeah, I did.
You chubby chaser.
But it's just the way he words that she's not his type makes me want to cave his head in. It is so
Cave
rude.
it in with different opinions.
Fucking oath.
Yeah.
And my fists.
No.
All right.
No attraction. There's nothing there, and I can tell.
But this is
straight
him with the
away.
producer. He's
What a
literally
horrible,
he's
horrible
blowing up
man.
because she's a bit chubby.
No, but if there's just nothing
And look,
there,
I'm going to say what everyone else said on the comments about this prick.
Ooh, fatty
He's-
boom boom.
He's no oil painting.
Now oil paint. He looks like shit.
He's got flaring rosacea, a giant
Flaring
gut.
rosacea.
Yeah, and
Just
probably the worst dick
Flaring
in history.
rosacea sounds like a horse that won a race.
I hate him. I
Coming in
think he's
first,
fucking
flaring
evil.
rosacea.
He's horrible. The way he spoke about her, and they could have been a really cute couple. And if he's got some issues with weight, maybe go on some walks with her after a meal or something.
Well, maybe you guys could work together to get the best out of each other. You could both
Me?
go. Not the fucking people on the
I'm
program.
so confused.
They
I was like,
could-
I'm not working with him.
No, I mean
I don't work.
I mean the two. You lazy bastard.
Why am I so itchy?
Because you haven't gone to work in years. You're itching to get back in the workforce.
I'm a career woman.
Um,
I hate him. I think he is one of the nastiest people, and I don't care if he says it's editing. She seems beautiful.
well, he's gone into like a dark hole.
Good. Fucking stay there, you worm.
It should have been her dark hole.
Oh, she's far too good.
No, she
for
does
it.
seem very nice, and we hope he's doing okay
No,
too.
fuck him.
No, not fuck him.
Fuck him.
We hope he's doing okay.
Hope he's alive.
Yeah.
Other than that,
You hope he's all right, but you hope he learns his
hope his
lesson.
car breaks down.
Yeah, that's enough.
Stupid prick.
Come on over here, we'll get some lovely photos to celebrate your day.
Look how he's looking at her.
Yeah, he's.
See, I've never been this angry over a show.
I don't know how to say it. It's not like I'm like, oh, I want to
Yeah,
be
you
skinny.
would.
It's
Look
not
at
that.
you. And again, I know this sounds really mean because I'm, shaming him in a way, but I just think it is deplorable for this guy to be going on about looks when he's not. What's the word when everyone finds someone generically attractive?
Generically. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what the
No,
word
that's
would
fair.
be. Do you know what I mean? Like, otherwise I wouldn't be being nasty about him. But he's not what you would say is a handsome man.
I think it's just the way he went about it.
It is. I think he was horrible.
On the show, and all jokes aside about him not being okay, like, they're all jokes, by the
And
way.
not even taking photos with her nicely.
He wouldn't even kiss her on the cheek.
Like, she has beautiful skin. I don't care. You know what? I don't even care if she's the ugliest woman alive. You get a fucking photo with her.
Yeah, and you kiss her on the cheek.
Stupid prick.
Any hole's a
Sorry.
goal. Like, I don't know where that guy didn't get that memo.
Oh, I think, like, most people watching that would have just looked at him and gone.
And everyone was dirty on him. And as I said, obviously he's copping a lot of shit at the moment. And dude, it'll blow over, so
Yeah.
don't worry about
yeah,
it.
yeah, it'll pass. And
It'll
you can
pass.
have your preferences, but
You should have
went,
your
You went
preference.
about it the wrong way, man. Like, you should
Yeah,
not
there's a
have-
way to go about these things. Although I will say this.
Yeah.
As a chubbier man back in the Dizzy, a lot of women do hate chubby dudes.
She didn't. And that's the
I know.
whole fucking point.
Well, I guess that, yeah, but, you know, preferences are preferences.
I don't care if his preference is fucking Miranda Kerr.
But there's a way to go about things.
Yes, he was nasty.
Yeah, he
was
was.
unkind, and I know I'm being unkind back.
No, but he
But
hurt.
it's warranted.
He hurt her.
He was really nasty to her, and I
Yeah.
feel like we're all Katie's friend now.
Yeah, we love Katie.
That's right. She'll end up with some mad hottie who's into dogs or something, so it's all right.
I tell you who you don't love. The old bloke on the train yesterday staring into your soul.
Oh, yeah.
What about that?
I
that
had
was
an Abby Chatfield moment.
You
so
did.
you know how she had a Menti Bega, some bloke spoke to her?
Mhm.
I can top it. Not that it's a competition.
Please tell me.
We were on the train spitting some rhymes with our son.
Yeah, I was rapping. I've decided to do that instead of comedy.
It's a better choice.
I agree.
And we were sitting there, and you know when you just feel someone staring? You get that a lot. People are like,
Peop-
I say Butterfield.
people do, yeah.
Vegans.
Yeah.
That
That is a pretty good impression of what they sound
It
like.
really is.
But no, it is a weird thing when someone's staring at you. But it comes with the territory of me being a super famous, amazing person, and with you being a hot sort.
No, not at all. I'm sitting there with Addie, and I think this is what made me so hyper aware of what was going on. I'm sitting there with Addie, and I could feel someone staring at me. And I looked, so we're sitting here, and then you go upstairs, and there's a seat. This old Italian man with a nose
allegedly.
bigger than the train is
It was quite big.
staring down at me like this, with his mouth slightly open. And I was like, okay, maybe he's just old and senile, and he's just having a moment. Anyway, so I'm looking out the window with Addie, blah, blah, blah. And I keep looking back, so I can't help it. And he's still doing these ones.
But I didn't know what to do because I saw it as well. And if it was like a young creeper, I could probably say something or at least like give him a
Don't say
stare.
it. But so
to an old dude,
that I didn't know what to do, and I sort of was like, nah, you know what? I'm going to try and be real modern and feministy about this.
Yeah.
So I stared back.
well, that's what they say.
So
They say to
that's what they
stare
say.
back. You got to
So I
stare
stared
back.
And I went,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
he broke me. I couldn't stare with him.
He probably couldn't see.
He had that real like Joe Biden wet side of the mouth, just nothing going on look. But I was like, is he looking at me or my son? Because either way, I was about to throw down.
Yep.
And then I lost my bossness, and I went, oh, I'm actually really uncomfortable and a bit nervous. So I had to look out the window.
Honestly, he probably couldn't see you.
He
He was
saw.
probably
No, I don't mean that in a like.
he saw.
No, he was staring at me or Addie. Either way, it was really creepy. But then he got off the train. I gave him the finger.
Trains are horrendous. Listen, we got a train to Sydney because I didn't want to drive my car down, and the train itself is horrific. There was a dude clipping his nails on
We could hear
the
it.
train, and he got up and he had all these chains, like fake chains, like gold chains and all this
Heinous.
shit. Looked like an absolute wanker.
Ugh.
And he was clipping. I could not believe. And you know what? They sounded like thick clips. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they were toenail clippings on a train. And if you're doing that, you should be deported. I don't care where you're from. If you're from Australia, deport that man.
Speaking of deportation,
Uh-oh.
what about Selena Gomez having a
Oh, I
cry on
didn't see that.
Instagram?
What happened?
So we looked into this. Isaac showed me. Did you know that Obama deported more people than Trump's about to?
Obama deported more people than Trump did in his first administration by multiple millions.
There you go. And also,
Bill
they're
Clinton
there
also-
illegally.
Bill Clinton also deported more people
There you go.
than Trump as well.
Fucking idiots.
So this is the thing. Whoever as the door slams, or didn't slam, whoever the enemy is will be dictated by what you watch. And if you're watching the news media, and you'll understand this if you live with your parents, or you know, or you're close to your parents, or you hear someone who's a little bit older.
Trump.
Yeah, that's what
He's
you'll
orange.
hear.
Oh, do you know about his policies? No, it's a whole thing.
It's
I
a
could
whole
go
thing.
on
You
for
could,
hours.
well, we do talk about this quite a bit, but whoever someone's politics are often not decided by their policies, but what they've been told to think and believe. And that's a real shame.
And I used to think that people that would speak like that were absolute wankers, that were just super right wing, super anti-vax wankers. And then I actually looked into things myself, not to sound like a wanker myself. And I went, ooh, actually, it's a lot more, what's the word? There's a lot more going on than we think there is. And if you're just listening to the mainstream media and you're not...
You sounded so right-wing, I love it.
Well, listen, if that's what you're listening to and that's what you're taking in, and you don't have the capacity to research something for yourself and come up with your own mind, then stick with that, because you're a fucking idiot.
Well, even to say...
And you don't deserve the MAGA hat.
Yeah. What?
You know.
Even to say now that you should do your own research is a right-wing talking point.
I don't give a shit. Call me right-wing.
But isn't that crazy?
It is.
I think most people who are logical are more right-wing than they are left-wing.
Left-wing people are idiots living in a dream world.
But I think what is
sounds
important...
good, but it's not.
What's important is to say that back in the day, left-wing policies were really, really good.
I don't think they were.
Well, looking after people...
That's what they say, though.
No, but so some socialist, we're talking far left, some socialist ideas, like socialist medicine, where everyone can get access to medicine. That's a great thing. We can all agree on that. But the way that the political spectrum has moved over the past 2 decades is considerably different to what it once was.
And a lot of the far right stuff's absolutely heinous too.
Of
I'm
course.
not saying I ride, completely on the right. I'm more in the middle, but I lean to the right.
But the middle has changed as well.
Exactly.
The middle leans more right because it's the most appropriate
it's just
place
logical
to be.
thinking.
Logically.
I don't know. It's just weird.
I find it difficult to talk to people.
We're getting old.
Well, I just don't want to talk to anyone
So
except
many
you.
people are
But
just fucking dumb, man.
they are.
I can't. I don't know.
And I think we first sort of really stumbled across it during COVID.
Yeah.
That's what changed.
That broke everyone. That broke me.
It did.
That made me just sort of, I was very much, it's on the news, it must be somewhat gospel. Yeah, I don't know. Since the whole Rona thing and everything, you just sort of, you listen to different people and your views. You have to be open to changing your mind on things. And I feel like that shows that you're growing as a person. If you can change your opinions and take on new information, then you're growing as a person. If you can't do that, you are going to stay the same and be miserable or happy in ignorance.
Yeah, I guess there is the ignorance is bliss.
People will, I saw this one thing, and this is another, right-wing anti-vax, whatever.
Uh-oh.
How you go in and you get your bub's needles and they jam them with 6 needles, but you have to wait till they're a year old to give them a teaspoon of honey.
Yeah.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but isn't that an interesting point?
It is an interesting point. I think that
I'll
comes
just leave
from,
that there.
What, botulism from honey or something like that? I don't know. And I don't want to get into that conversation on YouTube. But we have conversations.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any means, by the way. I just think that's because I remember seeing that and we were going in to get needles and I was like, oh, it just made me think. And that's all I'm saying. People need to sort of stop going, yes, 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 and just slightly look into things a bit.
The people who say trust the science are the same people who say trust...
How's your heart going?
People, allegedly, are the same people who say trust the government, are the same people that say let's trust the law courts, all that type of stuff.
What about the pardoning that's been going on?
Joe Biden pardoning everyone?
Fuck me, sideways.
Well, Trump pardoned all the people from... It's a whole thing.
Oh,
I want to know more about this beautiful man. You know what? Actually, I wanted to ask you. I just forgot, but I've remembered now what my next question was going to be to you. You told me that you hate the word tenno.
Fucking tenno.
Now, if you don't know what a tenno is, it's a tennis ball, but in Australia we call it a tenno. And I referenced that because the other day we were walking. Addie found our beautiful son Atticus. A Brokeback Mountain moment. A heartbreaking moment.
Can't speak.
Where Addie threw a tennis ball, it went down the drain. I didn't chase it because it was broken.
I was too far away.
And then, for the next 45 minutes, Addie just kept saying, Bull.
Ball.
Bull.
Ball.
Bull.
Our beautiful
Bull.
boy. It was
So
horrible.
we drove
We did.
to the supermarket and bought him like 6 balls.
We did.
And I said, quick, Claire, let's grab that tenno there. And you went, I fucking hate tenno, the word tenno. I hate having fun.
I don't sound like that, and I like fun within reason.
Why do you hate the word tenno?
I hate the word tenno because in high school, all of the foul blokes playing with balls constantly be like, "Oh, Dave, pass me the tenno." Say tennis ball. Are you that fucking flat out? You have to say tenno. Get to science.
I'm busy. We got... Yeah,
Busy.
fair enough, Claire. Fair enough. You hate the word
Tenno.
tenno. I had 2 quotes
me
from
the
you this
tenno.
week as well.
Oh, they won't be good.
Let me know what words you hate in the comment
Oh,
section
dear.
down below. I have 2 quotes, and they're both from maths. We're watching maths, and Claire was... so I
Spoken.
should have put this in the thing, and that's why I was just reading my notes, and I'm sorry interrupting the tenno chat. We'll
so
get back
much
to it in a
chat.
couple of weeks.
No.
There was a French guy in the show. He was born in France,
Oh, dear.
and he was here.
What did I
And
say?
in his, I only said eulogy. In
His eulogy?
in his speech, he started speaking French.
Oh, no.
And Claire said, and I quote, "If I was in this show and some fucking started speaking another language to me, I'd slap him and walk off." French is the language of love.
I don't
you
give a shit.
crazy
They're
devil.
standing in fucking Sydney,
Sydney.
and everyone. and
He's
this
fucking standing
and
in
this-
Sydney.
this dipshit's going. Ooh,
Bonjour,
and
mademoiselle.
they're going. Huh?
But then you followed it up with an even better one.
Sorry.
You said, because the guy goes, "I promise I'm going to protect you." And
Big
you,
of him.
And you said, and I quote, "Oh, yeah? Said he's going to protect you, did he? Yeah, well, the guy who nearly caved my head in said he'd protect me too."
True story.
Shout out to you in your younger days dating a fuckwit.
That's right. Everyone, if you know, you know.
Jesus.
No one knows. But no, if you these fucking people, I'll protect you. Just another statistic.
I think if you need to tell someone you're going to protect them, you're
Yes.
probably not going to protect
Any
them.
young girls
or you're
watching
the problem.
this, young ladies or young blokes, if the person you're dating keeps saying what they're going to do for you or how they're going to treat you, run a fucking mile because they should show you, not tell you. It means they're going to be psycho.
Alleged,
in my
definitely,
opinion.
definitely. I know. I honestly agree. If someone needs to
Yeah.
tell you that they're a good guy, or if someone needs to, explain to you all the time how much they care and they do this, they're full of shit.
And the flowers.
They're garbage. If they're buying you
If they're a
flowers,
flower guy, fuck him off straight away.
whoa,
Oh, yeah.
whoa,
Oh, yeah. If he's buying you flowers,
stop,
that dick has
Claire,
been crawling somewhere.
stop, Claire, stop.
What do you mean?
I got to press record on the thing again.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't stopping you for anything serious.
I thought you were going to say you had flowers for me, and I was like,
Claire, I got flour for you.
just get me chocolate hot cross buns.
Now, we had the other day Biscoff hot cross buns, and they
Oh,
were
yeah.
fucking enormously fantastic.
Unbelievable. Put them in the microwave, 20 seconds. The greatest thing you'll ever have.
thing you've
Greatest thing. How do you feel about no more trans troops?
No more trans troops. Well, I was actually really upset that Trump banned trans troops because I know if there's a World War III, I want someone with the intelligence of a female but the brawn of a man. I want the brawn of a
Lloyd
man.
Brawn.
I want Terminators running in there with fake vaginas, and I want them to. I don't want women on the battlefield having
As
periods.
a woman, I don't want me on the battlefield. I want some women on the battlefield, but not the average woman on the battlefield.
I think the reason they banned the trans
it's to
army
do with
poops-
cost.
Well, yeah, they had to then pay for their hormone replacement stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to cost. What about the American government paid $50 million? So I saw this morning too. $50 million in condoms to send to Gaza.
We're blowing up, but let's fuck.
Let's be honest.
Oh, dear.
Maybe it's no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, say it. Go on.
No, because
the
it's
people
fucked.
will love it.
But also $50 million there, and another $34 million given to the WHO, the WHO, for condoms to give out to other. But who is all these? Who is the government contract with all these condoms for?
What brand of dummies are they using, I wonder?
I hope it's Trojan, the big one.
Yuck.
Apparently, I've
never heard of
never
them.
picked them up. Talking about things that we never do. We never fill our cup, Claire.
Jesus. That's saying.
I don't know if anyone's heard this saying, but there's a
They've heard
saying
it.
called fill your cup. And it's very common with women. Women.
Mine hasn't been filled for years.
But filling your cup is basically the idea of, how would you explain it to someone who has real life? Feel free to use your microphone
Fill your
too.
cup. Sorry, fill your cup.
Like getting the
Chicks
most
will be like,
out of
go
life.
get your nails done. Fill your cup. You know,
Go and eat something healthy. Do
fill
a
your
massage.
cup.
Fill your cup. It's
eat your
things
burger.
you do
Fill
for
your
yourself.
cup. Leave your kid and husband home. Fill your cup.
And that's what they say. They always like,
Yeah.
you need to get out of the house. You need to get away from your kids. You need to fill your cup. It's all about you. And this is very, very common.
And the idea is good.
in principle.
Yes.
In theory.
Yes. You need to do
However-
things for yourself and look after yourself. However, sometimes filling a cup can be a bit detrimental.
Well, to your baby.
Yes. I don't like how the mums group goes on about filling your cup.
Because a lot of women will go on the old mums group and they'll be like, oh, I feel bad for leaving my kid to do this or whatever. And then a lot of women will go, oh, I understand where you're coming from because it is, naturally we've got to be there to protect our babies, yada, yada, yada. And then the other women, the women that hate their children, will get on there and hate their husbands
not
and
good.
just fucking haven't got a dick in years. And they just go, you just leave. You got to think of yourself.
You need to fill your cup.
Fill
Your
your cup.
baby will be fine with a strange baby.
Leave your baby wherever. If it cries, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's character building.
Oh.
Fuck off, Lucy, you bitch.
I think everyone needs a break, and I think mums need a
Definitely.
break, dads need a break.
You get a break every day.
Dads probably have too many breaks.
Dads,
I mean, am I right?
excuse me.
Not you, but the
I'm
average
fucking,
dad.
mate. What time did that child get me up this morning? 5:30, and you slept in.
Till
About almost 6.
everyone needs a break, but I think that if you have a baby and you have a child, your cup, yes, you should fill it, but probably not all the way to the top like some of these bitches are doing.
Throw a little bit of water in there.
Splash a bit in so
Bit
you
of
don't go
splash.
insane. You need to look after yourself.
You need to make sure that your
You know?
baby's cup is the fullest.
But you need to make sure, I think so. I just think, they're only little for such a short amount of time. And if you're about to break, you need a break. Yes, have a Kit Kat.
Sure.
But there's a fine line.
You need, these little ones are having their minds molded, and if they learn at a young age that you
You just keep leaving.
you care more about yourself
Yeah.
than them, then that's what they're going to pass on to their
We're in
kids,
a
and they're going to
culture-
have that as their homeostatic baseline, if you
oh,
will.
fuck me.
It's not the right use
We're
of
in
that word.
we're in
but
like a culture where it's cool and normal to constantly palm your kids off, and I just don't agree with that in every fiber of my being.
Mhm.
You choose to make the baby, you choose to have the baby. It is your baby to look after. Yes, you deserve a break and support, and you should do it sometimes. But
And-
every day palming your kid off.
And obviously
you
some
don't
people
have
have to go
to.
to work. We're talking
Oh,
about...
I don't mean daycare and stuff. I'm talking people that are like these mums and dads that go on holidays without their kids and shit.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Like, why do you want to leave?
Why would you leave your toddler and go on a holiday? I know some people probably blow up, but I just think that's so
Go for
off.
it. Blow up. I don't give a
I don't
fuck.
mean if your kid's 10 and they're staying with their grandparent or something, but
We're
like
talking
leaving
formative years.
Yeah,
We're
like
talking
leaving
1
a
or 2
baby
years
so
old.
you can go hang out with your husband who you probably hate in Fiji for a week and come back.
Yeah. It's...
I don't know.
There's a lot of science that suggests that
But you
children
can't
are...
say that because then everyone's like, oh.
Oh, yeah, and people, this is my favourite one. So there's science that suggests that even leaving your baby at daycare, and unfortunately in the modern era, a lot of people have to do that because they have to go to work, got to pay the bills, right? But doing so is dangerous and hurts them.
Depending on their age.
Depending on their age. I'm talking very young.
Yeah,
So if a baby is 6 months old,
Yeah.
or even young, probably even younger,
yeah.
going
I think the
to,
study was on 6-month-olds and under that it
Younger
really
kids.
fucks them up.
and it fucks them up.
I'm sorry to say that.
But
Yeah.
what else do you fucking
What do you do?
There's no
Leave
other
it- yeah,
option.
I
So
know.
this isn't a go at the
No, no,
parents.
no.
This is a go at the
The
entire
system.
the culture, all that
Yeah.
shit.
100%.
These kids are learning that they get abandoned, and they don't know if their parent has died or disappeared or what.
Yeah.
And as soon as you go, your baby starts thinking, well, are they coming back?
Yeah.
Or they've left me? Or what's happening? And all this starts to basically rewire in their brain, and they're in this fight or flight response. They're in fear.
It's really bad for their nervous system.
Now, a lot
too.
of people will say, no, my child went there and they're fine.
It's
You
great
don't
for
know that.
socialising. Your kid's
don't-
4 months old, Sharon.
You don't know.
Socialising with what?
You don't know if they're fine. And you might
No.
say, well, I went to
I
school
hate that
and
argument
I
with
went to
things.
daycare and I'm fine. Are you?
That's like boomer mums with Finnegan and shit.
Oh, I did for
I
Nergan.
didn't. It's fine.
I did it. We
Fuck
used to
off.
give you for Nergan. We used
Go
to
back
drug
to
you.
your day and stop ruining
Yeah.
mine.
Fucking oath, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
want that in a sticker.
And that's the Mum and Dad show. For
It was a
episode-
bit of a spicy show, this one.
You were going off today.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened to me. I went for a run earlier and I ran through a fucking cobweb.
and then you
I
called
just went
me.
full fucking shitty. I was like, fuck you, spiders.
Fuck you,
With your
spiders.
shit.
You finished your run and then you called me to
Ugh.
come and pick you up because you found a horse that you were patting.
I did. I got sucked
mother.
off by a horse.
Oh,
It's exactly how it sounds.
sucked off by
I
a
did.
horse.
It sucked my arm, my elbow, my shirt. Went for my headphones and
Didn't
I
it
gave
bite
the
you on the
kiss-
teat?
I wasn't going to say that, but it did have a nibble at my boob.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mum and Dad show is done for another week. We'll see you next week. Toodle au revoir. Bye-bye.
Fill your cup. Bye.
Fill your cup. Stick it up your ass and fill her up.
That's right.
Fucking...
You're touring soon too, aren't you?
I am. Come and see me live. I'm
That's
in
right.
Victoria. 21st, 22nd and 23rd of March throughout country Victoria.
See
And
you at
then
the
in Melbourne.
protests.
And then in Melbourne on the 26th, 27th, 28th and 29th for the Comedy Fest.